Hello dear students, welcome back to EduHunt video lecture series, and this session is on multiple choice questions on the topic Bryophyta. We have already discussed 10 multiple choice questions in this worksheet. Now let's begin answering the remaining multiple choice questions. Peat moss. Peat moss, it is sphagnum. Sphagnum is commonly called as peat moss. It is used as a packaging material, that is packing material for sending flowers and live plants to distinct places, because while discussing the general characters and the classification, we have discussed about this point. The reason is it is hygroscopic in nature. Because of the hygroscopic nature, hygroscopic means it absorbs water, it attracts water from the surrounding atmosphere. So for that reason, we wrap the material, that is like the live plants, the living plants, and even the flowers and flower bouquets, we wrap with this sphagnum or peat moss, because it attracts the moisture from the surroundings and keeps the material fresh. So that is the reason for using as a packing material the peat moss. Reindeer moss, it is a common name of, reindeer moss is the common name of Cladonia rangifera. Cladonia rangifera, which is a lichen used as commonly called as reindeer moss, and it is found in snow regions, alpine regions. The absence of chlorophyll in the lowermost cell of Eulothrix. Eulothrix is an alga, which is an alga. In this, it is a filamentous alga. Filamentous alga, Eulothrix is a filamentous alga in which the basal cell is non-chlorophyllous or achlorophyllous. So it is called the holdfast. It attaches the filament to the substratum. So it shows functional fission, cell characteristic, tissue formation, and beginning of the labor division. It shows the beginning of the labor division because all the other cells except this holdfast or the non-chlorophyllous cell, basal cell, which takes the responsibility of attachment. It does not divide. It takes the responsibility of attachment of the filament to the substratum. And remaining cells, they are divisible, they can divide and they are capable of division, and they have chlorophyll in them. They can prepare their own food material and can divide. This shows the beginning of the labor division in Eulothrix. Agar is commercially obtained from. Agar commonly called as it is a material like a powder is extracted from red alga, Gracilaria and Gelidium. It is used in tissue culture, preparation of nutrient medium. It is a solidifying agent. What is a solidifying agent? If we add this powder agar to the liquid, it becomes semi-solid or it becomes solid. That is why it is called a solidifying agent. Agar is a solidifying agent used in the preparation of nutrient material to make the material solid material, solid nutrient medium. It is obtained from red alga. Examples are Gracilaria and Gelidium. Remember these examples: Gracilaria and Gelidium. The next one is the alga rich in protein. Among the four given options, Spirogyra, Oscillatoria, Eulothrix and Chlorella. Chlorella is a unicellular alga which is rich in proteins. It is used as a single cell protein. Single cell protein. Which one of the following statements about cycas is incorrect? It does not have a well-organized female flower. It has circinate vernation. What is meant by circinate vernation? It is the leaves, that is young leaves. After emergence, during emergence, they coil like a wart spring. A wart spring, like what is a wart spring? If you see wall clock, it strikes. So the spring that relaxes and coils. For that reason, it strikes. The bell sound coming from the wall clock is because of the relaxation and coiling of the spring. Like that is called a wart spring. Even in small watches also, not in digital watches. A small watches, non-digital watches, you can find this. Olden days, we have to give some key to the watches. In those cases, the spring is used in the what we call, it is used in the watch dial, in the machine. So that is the wart spring. It looks like this. Yes, like this. In this way, the young leaves coil like this. That is called circinate vernation. It is circinate vernation. Its xylem is mainly composed of xylem vessels. Its roots contain some blue-green algae. So, except the third option, all the other options are correct. Except this, that is, its xylem consists of vessels. No, xylem lacks vessels. It lacks vessels. Brown alga is characterized by the presence of. It is characterized by the presence of fucoxanthin. Fucoxanthin is a characteristic pigment present in brown algae in addition to chlorophyll A and chlorophyll C. Columella is a specialized structure found in the sporangium of Rhizopus. In Rhizopus sporangium, sterile structure called columella. If you see the sporangium of the Rhizopus, it looks like a globe. That is Rhizopus is commonly called as pin mold because it resembles the alpine. Gundusudru antam kada. So alpine laga what we call these sporangia, they look like that with the stalk. Sporangiophores to is sporangia adi alpine laga kanipistayi kabatti pin mold ani commonly antamu. Pin mold antamu. So ee sporangium structure ni ganuka chuste indulo it is differentiated into two regions. This is called the columella. It is a sterile region, but the outer peripheral region is a fertile one which gives the spores. Actual fertile region. So that is Rhizopus. Algal zone is found in normal roots of cycas? No. Coralloid roots of cycas? Yes. Normal roots of pinus and stem of cycas. It is the algal zone is present in cycas coralloid roots. Cycas is a gymnosperm. Coralloid roots ante actually the roots grow towards the gravity, that is they grow into the soil. But these roots, coralloid roots, are negatively geotropic. Actually the roots are positively geotropic and negatively phototropic, but the stems are positively phototropic, negatively geotropic. They grow away from the gravity and away from the ground, the stems, and they grow towards the sunlight because they bear leaves. The stems and branches, they bear leaves. The leaves require sunlight to perform photosynthesis. That is why they are away from the ground and away from the gravity and towards the light. In case these coralloid roots are away from the gravity, that is negatively geotropic, and these have, if we see the section cutting or the internal, that is anatomy of the coralloid root, it has a peculiar region called algal zone. In that algal zone, cycas coralloid root of algal zone consists of nostoc and anabena. Which are cyanophycean members meant for fixation of nitrogen, atmospheric nitrogen fixation. Cycas and ginkgo, both are gymnosperms. Actually, I have to explain the gymnosperms, and these must be answered after explanation of the gymnosperm characteristics. Anyway, you will know in the next video the characteristic features of gymnosperms. Cycas and ginkgo are regarded as primitive gymnosperms because they are lacking cones, they need water for fertilization, they are living fossils, and they have ciliated sperms. Among these four, they are considered as the living fossils because they remain unchanged for longer periods, while the other species, they have become extinct. Algae are useful because they purify the atmosphere, are large in number, and are used in fermentation, are used to study respiration. They purify the atmosphere because algae, they perform photosynthesis and release large amounts of oxygen. They utilize the water, marine water, and they release lots of oxygen into the atmosphere. That is why they purify the atmosphere. Algae used in space program is chlorella. Chlorella is an alga used in space program, that is for oxygen. And even chlorella, I mentioned it, it is used as a single cell protein, that is they have high content of protein. Floridian starch is found in Chlorophyceae, Mixophyceae, Rhodophyceae, Cyanophyceae. Floridian starch is found in Rhodophyceae. A research student collected certain alga and found that its cells contained both chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B as well as phycoerythrin. The alga belongs to, it might belong to Rhodophyceae because our phycoerythrin, which is a red color pigment that dominates in red algae, because of that they look red. Laminaria, kelp, and fucus rockweed are the examples of brown algae. They have given this kelp as a hint. So kelps or seaweeds are mostly belong to Phaeophyceae, brown algae. Bryophytes are dependent on water because why they dependent on water? Water is essential for fertilization, for their homosporous nature. Water is essential for their vegetative propagation. The sperms can easily reach up to the egg in the archegonium. Archegonium has to remain filled with water for fertilization. So the sperms can easily swim in water to reach the egg present in the archegonium. For that reason, that is for fertilization, they require water and they depend on water. Eulothrix can be described as a Eulothrix, which is a filamentous algae, and a filamentous algae lacking flagellated reproductive structures. It is the correct answer. Bryophytes comprise sporophyte of longer duration, dominant phase of sporophyte which is parasitic, dominant phase of gametophyte which produces spores, and small sporophyte phase and generally parasitic on gametophyte. Small sporophyte phase which is generally parasitic on gametophyte. Which of the following is true about bryophytes? True about bryophytes. They possess archegonia, they contain chloroplast, they are thalloid, all of the above. All of these are correct. Dichotomous branching is found in, it is found in liverworts. Because of that, they resemble human liver because of that branching. The heart-shaped fern Prothallus it is a gametophyte. Prothallus is a gametophyte. Chilgoza, a gymnosperm seed that is eaten by a dry fruit, as a dry fruit is produced by Pinus gerardiana. So with this we have finished answering all the questions, and some of the questions you might not understand what the answer is, and you might not be understand the question properly, because in the next video you will follow I'll give you the details of gymnosperms, and if you follow that video, it helps to answer these questions. Some of the questions are given from the next chapter. That is why it will become difficult for you to answer. You need not worry about that. My next video will help you to answer the questions easily. Hard work is the key to success. It is a main what we call saying by successful people. Anyway, if you keep on doing hard work, it definitely fetches you and it keeps you on the top position. All the best.